This is it, what? Cohiba lit, what? We got that yak up in the cup and getting bent, what? Put some smoke in the air, this your shit, what? And raise your glasses if everything classic. This is it, what? That Chiba lit, what? You got some drink up in your cup and getting bent, what? So put some smoke in the air, this your shit, what? And raise your glasses if everything classic.
Joe just said you don't lose power.
Ooh, left hook. Just dropped
Caught him on the way in, and Kirkland is down
4,
very early.
5,
Beautiful counter
6,
hook.
Yeah.
7, 8. Back to me. You ready to go?
So Montiel selective on the way in, and smart now a looping left hook over the top, and now he's got Kirkland backing up.
Yeah, he was leaving the corner, making a turn, and threw a nice little hook, hit him on the temple, and dropped Kirkland. He's probably still a little woozy from that. But see, Montiel shouldn't fool around like that.
Go get him.
Yeah, but you still got to be smart against a puncher. You know, you don't want to run into something.
Yeah.
Montiel tries the right hand, partially blocked. But again, you can see the power. And able to hard the right hand. Kirkland wobbled again. 2 right hands landed by Montiel.
And he said, come get it.
See, Montiel is trained out here in the United States for the first time. He usually
Uppercut, 2 uppercuts landed. And a right hand, Kirkland is down. And this fight could be done. Kirkland does not look good.
4,
I hope they stop
5,
it. He's really
6,
bad right now.
7, 8. Walk to me. Walk to me. Over here.
Kirkland is not on good legs right now. He is not steady.
he's not.
Ready to go? You want some more? Okay, let's go.
They're going to let this go a little longer.
Ref
It
is
does
gonna
not
stay in
look
there.
good. Uppercuts landing.
Still a minute left in this fight. And
Oh, another uppercut again on Kirkland right hand, and that's it. It's over. Juan Montiel gets a first-round knockout, and that could be it for James Kirkland.
You were tuned in to G5 Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button as you come on in. This is a recap of the PBC card that came on Fox this past Saturday, which was my birthday on Saturday. So happy birthday to me, happy belated birthday to me, all that good stuff. And the co-main event was James Kirkland versus Juan Montiel. And man, this hurts me to say this, man. James Kirkland got knocked out in the first round, and he needs to retire. He needs to retire like immediately. Juan Montiel, you know, young prospect, undefeated, a lot of knockouts, going up against James Kirkland, the veteran. Obviously with this matchmaking, it's, you know, gatekeeper status. He's a name, you know, he was in there to build up Juan Montiel. And the reason why I say James Kirkland needs to retire is for this reason. We've seen James Kirkland get knocked down in the first round before. We've seen James Kirkland get stopped in the first round before. We've seen James Kirkland on shaky legs in the first round or early in the fight. And the consensus is, if James Kirkland gets past the first round, you're in trouble. You in hella trouble, because he's going to turn up after that. The reason why I say James Kirkland needs to retire is because this is the first time I've ever seen a fighter, period, a fighter that had shaky legs before they got hit with a shot. I didn't like the way James Kirkland was moving, like, before he got hit. Like, he got hit with the first real punch and went down. But soon as the opening bell rung, within the first 5-6 seconds, I was like, yo, what the hell is wrong with James Kirkland? Like, what's wrong with him? He was moving like he was drunk. Like, he was moving like he was drunk. Like, he's moving like he, you know how you twist your ankle and you know, when you know, that ginger walk. That's exactly what James Kirkland was doing. And I'm like, yo, what the hell is wrong with this dude? I promise you, if the cops would have pulled him over and had him do the breathalyzer test, walk the straight line, James Kirkland would have fell. He would have fell. Like, that's how bad his legs was prior to getting hit with the shot. And after he got knocked down, he got up, you know, he would start waving, come on, you know, bring the smoke. And he just looked like a old fighter. He looked like a shot fighter. He looked old in the legs. He looked old in the face. And it was bad. It was bad to see. I've been a supporter of James Kirkland since before he even hit the HBO scene, when the HBO crew did the special on him and Ann Wolfe and their training regimen and everything. So I've always supported James Kirkland. Always wanted to see James Kirkland succeed, but that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad on Saturday, and it was hard for me to watch. It was hard for me to watch. A lot of people that I'm cool with, I was like, yo, James Kirkland got to retire. They was just like, James Kirkland fought? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think it was great promotion for this fight. I mean, it was the day after Christmas. A lot of stuff going on, but it was just really bad to see James Kirkland like that. He's 36 years old, and he has no legs, no punch resistance. If you don't have the legs or the punch resistance, then you can't fight. I hope his management team, I think it's called Davies Management, and I know they are up and coming company, and of course you want to have a guy with a name, but you have to look out for the guy's health and well-being as well. Some things is bigger than business, so I hope they talk him into retirement, because the most James Kirkland can do at this point is he might be able to do like local shows in his home state of Texas, but he won't ever be able to get past fighting young, hungry guys that's trying to make a name for themselves. Like, he'll always have that gatekeeper status, even if he decides to just headline small cars in Texas. But he's gonna be fighting guys that's like undefeated, but they have under 10 fights. He's at that point now, if he decides to return to the ring. And for the people that's thinking like, oh, well, he probably won't get a boxing license, trust me, it's boxing. I've seen way worse get boxing licenses to fight. So Kirkland to get a license to fight is just, if he decides to keep on fighting, like, I mean, what do you do with him? Like, what do you do with him? Like, do you just use him as a stepping stone for the young guys? Do you use him as a tune-up fight for a bigger name, that might be in between fights? Like, what do you do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you do? Or do you put James Kirkland in kind of like a circus show, like have him move up in weight, like fight a Chavez Jr. or something like that. Like, who knows? But if it was up to me, I would rather see James Kirkland retire. James Kirkland will always be the person that didn't accomplish what he was supposed to accomplish. James Kirkland was supposed to have been a world champion. He was supposed to have been a world champion under Ann Wolfe. James Kirkland and Ann Wolfe was a dynamic combo, and I think they both was learning on the fly, because Ann Wolfe is so hardcore. I think her training style wouldn't have been good enough long term, because you have to give a proper amount of rest and things like that to preserve the body while you're doing all of that vigorous training. But I think during that time, during them HBO days, James Kirkland should have been a champion. He should have been a champion. And for someone that's only had a few losses in his career, feels like his career was a lot worse than what the losses indicate. You know what I'm saying? He took his first loss. He had a first round knockout. It was unexpected. It was against a guy that's not a puncher. He lost he got away with the Carlos Molina fight. Got away with that fight. The Angulo fight, even though he won, that was a war. That first round was one of the greatest rounds ever. Then you had the Canelo knockout, and you had all of those things, and you combine them with the layoffs, the legal problems, the management issues, the promoter issues, the TV companies not wanting to be bothered with him. There's just so much that went on with James Kirkland. Hopefully, hopefully he won't fight again, and maybe he can be an ambassador for some of these kids out here and explain his story and tell his story, and encourage kids not to walk down the path that he did when it came down to certain things with his career. But much respect to James Kirkland. I hope he's well physically, mentally, emotionally. But from a big fan of yours, James Kirkland, just hang him up, bro. Nobody wants to see you hurt. And if we can't see the best James Kirkland, or even 80% of the best James Kirkland, we'd rather see you retire happy, healthy, and hopefully financially set. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5 Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please share this video. Support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.